All right. Thanks. Thank you guys for being on. I'm really happy that you took the time to come out. So I know you guys know me and you probably know how old I am. I'm 51 for most of the year, but you guys know also I'm a caretaker and a CNA for a disabled 19-year-old kiddo. She's developmentally still about 9 months old. And I also have another 19-year-old in college and an almost 16-year-old high school sophomore now who is in swimming. That's why I'm in my parking lot right now because I'm waiting for him to get out of a band concert. But I'm a certified personal trainer since 2018, and that was the year I retired from the Air Force Reserve. A little about me as shortly as possible. I've been into fitness forever. I was the average high school track and soccer player. I moved into weightlifting and bodybuilding in college and some in the Air Force. I became a CrossFit coach for about 5 to 6 years. I'm a personal trainer. And now I'm really into strongman training because in foundational fitness, it's kind of like CrossFit, but heavier. And it's awesomely fun and confidence building. And really, and honestly, it 100% translates into caretaking, I think, because transferring a 100-pound kiddo for the rest of my life, and it makes it fun. And not that transferring Sierra is not fun, but anyway, how I got into cellular activation with LifeVantage was I met Liz in a networking thing who shared her story that I think she's sharing a little bit about tonight. And we talked about how these products are different in that they're completely natural. They're natural activators, and I'm into natural. They work with your own genes instead of throwing stuff at them for optimal functioning, and it really got my attention. And I was pretty skeptical because I know Lisa knows, but um, I've literally tried everything available short of surgery. I have a labral tear in the hip and lower back disc problems, and I went all the way to PRP injections, which was the edge of science, and it didn't work, and it broke me. I paid cash for that mess, and I was devastated, and it wasn't. I wasn't chasing this stuff down just because I lost the ability to do some heavy stuff and run, which I wasn't able to run anymore. But I was worried that I wouldn't be able to take care of Sierra for the rest of my life, which I'm single now and I'm 100% her guardian. So that was uppermost on my mind. But so I started taking Protandim and liquid collagen, that liquid gold. I mean, I actually contacted Liz. I don't know if you remember, but I contacted you after I did as a messenger, and I did a squat workout, and I was like, Liz, I just did a squat workout, and I didn't feel I didn't feel my knees or my knee pain, and I'd forgotten that my knee had sharp pain in the right side. I'm like, I didn't feel any pain, and then like a few weeks later, my hip was like, oh my hip is, and I was just, I don't know if you remember that, but I remember that. It was like the aha moment. Um, and I wasn't limping all the time. And people used to ask me, why are you limping? Is something wrong with your leg? And I'd have to go into the labral tear, and it's the only tissue in the body that doesn't heal itself. And I need surgery. But I mean, now I'm not limping at all. I don't limp um, ever. I even after a hard squat or a deadlift day, I used to have to lay on the couch for an hour with a pillow under my hip until the pain would subside. I'm actually starting to run again, which was like something I had to give up 10 years ago because of the hip. It would throb so much. I'm making PRs. Like my muscle recovery is better. I did a 110 pound strict dumbbell or a barbell, 100 dumbbell, no, 110 barbell and at 51. And like the last time I had a PR in the shoulder press was I was 42. I did 107. But 110, I mean, it went up. I need to stop because we have no time. But I mean, I could go on and on about the pain leaving. But it's easier. The biggest success maybe is yeah, it is is the being able to transfer my daughter easier out of the tub and out in the van. It's actually made it significantly easier. I mean, it's not cured. It's still a whisper in the hip. You can't cure the labrum, but I mean, it's so much better. I would highly recommend this stuff. But I'm going to let Liz talk now. I think I took too much time. But
No,
she's her. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, you
But
can go.
I, her story is a big part of why I decided to get on board with the company. So Liz Goring is our host. She's a mom, a wife, educator, certified personal trainer, health coach, and a Lyme specialist out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Her crazy health journey with chronic Lyme disease fueled her passion for health and wellness. inspiring her to become a beacon of hope.
Okay,
Just
I
started.
don't, oh, I don't know if I froze or you froze, Wendy.
Oh
Can you
no.
can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep. I will have to tell you guys, it's starting to storm here, so I keep getting on
Oh,
it says internet is unstable. So I'm hoping that everything's seamless. And if I freeze, it's because we've got high winds right now. But and if you hear rain pelting in the background, that's what it is too. But Wendy, thank you for the nice introduction. And I can't begin to express how happy I am to hear that you're feeling so much better and you're doing so much better. And it's why I share, and it's why I know Wendy's sharing with everyone that's on tonight. So I'm going to share my screen a little bit here. All right. And tonight I know we've got a lot of athletes on board, and we're going to be talking about something called activation. And Wendy mentioned that we are with a company called LifeVantage. And I was introduced to LifeVantage 6 years ago when I was going through a crazy healing journey with chronic Lyme disease. And what really caught my attention was this whole take it to make it. And I had done enough research and advocacy to learn about our body and our systems and what I needed to do to help my body heal and was truly getting to the cellular level. So we empower our bodies to make antioxidants, proteins, and enzymes you need for better health, far more powerful than supplementing a deficiency. There's a lot of great supplements out there, and we need supplementation, but we don't know how much that is working in our bodies. We don't know if our body's utilizing that. Activation actually turns on these different pathways in our bodies to get our bodies working like they should. So I'm going to share a little bit about my journey. These are my daughters. We are all athletes in our house. I tried to get a picture of my husband, but he's like, sorry, not doing it. So at LifeVantage, not only are we helping people with just overall optimizing their health, we're focusing tonight on how this can help our athletes. And so we are empowering our athletes with nutraceuticals proven to optimize health, performance, recovery, and longevity. Now, kind of want to rewind a little bit. Back in high school, grade school, I mean, I did it all. I was in all the sports, soccer, basketball, running, you name it, a true athlete at heart. And we know that all of us are on here tonight. We know the athlete mindset. And I'm so grateful that that was ingrained in me really early on because my junior year in high school is when everything with my health flipped. I actually went out to Colorado, to Creede, Colorado, on a backpacking trip. And when I returned home at 17, I developed Bell's palsy. Well, back in the day, they had no idea what was going on with my health. I was really sick and they dismissed it. The paralysis came back. And that's when 18 years of misdiagnosis has started for myself. So when I really try to paint the picture for you guys, 8 years ago, I was so sick I could hardly get out of bed. These three children that you see here, I had when I was undiagnosed with Lyme, and ever since the birth of them, they all had health issues. Well, not knowing I had transferred Lyme through utero to all three of them. So when I finally had a diagnosis, it was a blessing. I had a lot of issues neurologically. I had a lot of chronic pain, migratory pain, um, labeled with fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, you name it. 52 doctors, 18 years and it was a couple of homeopathic doctors that started uncovering everything. So to give you the Reader's Digest version, we were not in a good place. And when I was introduced to this 2 years after going through a huge Lyme protocol, we were in a place of just really needing to heal the system. So that's when I was introduced to activation. And not only has it really helped optimize our family's health, but it's also become something that has been so beneficial for the people that I work with. Through my journey, I've gotten my health coaching certification and my Lyme specialist certification. I became a personal trainer actually back when doctors couldn't figure out what was going on with me. So I almost became obsessed with advocating for myself and really learning the body and the human system. So like Wendy, I've worked with a lot of clients, a lot of people, athletes, and this has been such a huge thing for helping optimize performance and recovery. So that's why I'm on here tonight to talk a little bit about how this can impact you guys as athletes. Um, we can see here, and we know how strong Wendy is. Activation has has enabled me to meet someone like Wendy. Like I'm grateful. She's a great human being, as you guys all know. And if it wasn't for this company, we would have not connected. And I'm blessed just because of that. Activation brings leading edge patents, nutrigenomic products to athletes, biohackers, and those looking to optimize their health. We have Olympians on our products, professional athletes, and others. We partner with biochemists, medical research scientists, nutritionists, clinicians, veterinarians, coaches, trainers like ourselves, and visionaries worldwide. So it's a great thing to be a part of. Okay, so all of you on here, I'm sure, are doing a lot of great things to help with your performance and recovery. We know that some natural performance boosters that you are probably optimizing already, like hydration and electrolytes. This supports endurance and prevents cramps. We have our whole food nutrition, really balancing your proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbs. Cold exposure, we know that's great for inflammation and for speeding up recovery. Consistent sleep routines, essential for muscle repair and hormone balance. We also know that we have some recovery strategies that we naturally optimize using magnesium, Epsom salt baths. This relieves muscle tension, promotes relaxation, foam rolling, mobility work. We do all these things to help keep our bodies, especially our aging bodies, in a place where we can still do what we love. Infrared sauna, this is something that our family invested in a couple of years ago. So I do utilize that quite often for detox, circulation, that kind of support. And breath work and meditation, this really helps optimize your nervous system. So holistically speaking, I really try to coach people about using all these different strategies to really optimize athletic performance along what we know what these activators can do. And the reason why activation is such a crucial component for our athletes is because daily we're getting bombarded with toxins. And there's more than 80,000 toxins that are just lingering around us. And we unfortunately can't avoid these toxins, and they do impact our health. Um, we get heavy metals from these toxins. We get them from pesticides, pollution, poor nutrition, stress, sleep, sun damage, beauty products, mold, household cleaners, EMF radiation, smoking, alcohol, and even exercise increases what's called oxidative stress. So all these toxins are building up in our system and creating all these free radicals called oxidative stress. And there is something, because you might be thinking, oh, this is just depressing. There's something that you can do about it. So you can see here an apple. And what oxidative stress does is it damages the integrity of our cell. So you can see they took a bite of an apple. You can see what's starting to happen to the apple. It's oxidizing. Well, this is what it looks like, what's happening inside of our cells. And what does that feel like? It feels like aches, stiffness. We're sick often. We have brain fog, headaches, feeling older than we should. Um, so and the thing is, what most people don't know is that our bodies have a built-in arsenal to fight these free radicals in our body, um, antioxidants and key enzymes, but it declines as we age, with stress, with lifestyle, all those things. So it just needs to be turned back on, and it needs to be activated. And here's how we do that. We take Protandim Nrf2 to make antioxidants. So we take it to make it. So oxidative stress, all those free radicals that we were talking about from all those toxins, it equals aging. And if we have more toxins in our bodies, the more we're going to feel those aches and pains that comes with aging. Oxidative stress is linked to anything inflammatory. So we know a lot of inflammation has led to all of our diseases and illnesses. So if you think about reducing oxidative stress, it's going to help your cells stay healthy. And that's what we're here to talk about, is how to optimize our cellular health. So antioxidants fight oxidative stress, and this Protandim Nrf2 synergizer activates the production of more powerful antioxidants with 5 herbs that synergistically reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. So it's actually making your own antioxidants. Sorry, misspoke. Your own antioxidants are more than 1 million times more powerful than any supplement you can take. And if you can see right here, next slide, we can take a closer look at this. Uh, we know that eating great foods is great for getting our antioxidants. But if you think about it this way, one blueberry fights one free radical, and you have trillions of free radicals floating around your body every single day. So you can see that you'd have to consume 400 oranges to equal amount of one NRF2 tablet for antioxidants, 500 cups of broccoli, 110 cups of blueberries, or 120 vitamin C tablets. So if you remember, the antioxidants your body makes neutralize 1 million free radicals every second for the life of the enzyme. So this Protandim NRF2 activator is actually putting almost like a fire hose on these free radicals versus just like a little Dixie cup to put out this fire going on inside. So really great. This is a non-negotiable for my health. I know I will not go a day without this. If there's one thing that we always say that could be beneficial to anyone, it's really reducing the inflammation in our body. So what can happen when you turn on your body's production again? So you can check this out on the right here. This is what set us apart from the very beginning, and it still does over 2 decades later. In actual clinical studies in people ages 20 to 80 years old, after just 30 days of taking Protandim NRF2, doctors couldn't distinguish the blood of an 80-year-old from a 20-year-old. So you can see the line without Protandim and the line with Protandim. So it's pretty wild how it can measure the oxidative stress, and you can bring back your levels of that of a 20-year-old. So this brought in a flurry of media attention back when it aired on ABC. They had a primetime investigative report. They went in to actually debunk that we could reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days with Protandim. And John Kionis, if you haven't seen the ABC primetime, you can reach out to Wendy. I know she'll get it to you. But he went on live on TV and did a blood draw. And if you've ever watched an ABC primetime investigative report, their goal is to debunk whatever product or whatever claims it's, especially a nutraceutical, something natural can do. And he went on live TV, and not even 30 days later, it was actually more than 40% reduced. So that's when this whole word got out about NRF2 and what it can do for every human being. So we're going to take a look here. This is really what sealed the deal for me. Going 18 years undiagnosed, I was skeptic. I've taken all the supplements, I had all these things, but there's real studies done by huge institutions, places like Harvard, American Heart Association, WSU, LSU, NIA, and many more. If you've ever heard of PubMed, this is where all the doctors and researchers go to do their studies. And there's over 30 peer-reviewed studies done independently of our company now. So if you went on and typed in Protandim in arthritis, or Protandim in cancer, Protandim in heart disease, or oxidative stress in heart disease, oxidative stress and all these things, you can see the benefits that reducing oxidative stress could have in your own body. So the activated athlete is why we're here tonight and talking about, because we know that when we're performing hard and we're working hard, we are creating oxidative stress, inflammation in our bodies. And athletes have caught wind of this and have been now activating their bodies to get better performance and recovery. We've got Carlos Yulo here, who is a 2-time Olympian gold medalist from the Paris 2024 Games, and he's on our LifeVantage products. LifeVantage is the official activation products used by the Gymnast Association of the Philippines, so that's pretty cool. And our products are BSCG approved, and that means Banned Substance Control Group. So they're safe. They pass all the different testing for our athletes, and safe for our Olympic athletes to use as well. We've got another athlete here, Kelly Slater. He's a 11 times world champion surfer. He takes NRF2. He says here, I've been on the little yellow pill for 5 years now and can attest to the power of this product in helping from recovery from injury, besides just feeling so good now. He cracked his pelvis in two places and two ribs on a tree in a snowboarding accident last year. I wasn't sure if I'd walk normally. After the accident, I was running upstairs just 6 weeks later. I never will not take it again. So just some good testament of what some of these athletes have experienced on NRF2. So our company didn't just stop there. They thought, what else can we activate? So when we come out with anything, it's truly category disrupting. It's what can turn on a different pathway in our body to help with the healing process. So we expanded into an NRF1 activator, and an NRF1 here in the middle that increases our mitochondria production, so our energy source of our cell. So a lot of stuff I've been learning a lot about mitochondria dysfunction, and there's so many metabolic issues that are linked to my mitochondria dysfunction. I know when I started with this company 6 years ago, there was NRF2 and NRF1, and we introduced NAD a year and a half after I'd started. But the NRF2 is what helped reduce my oxidative stress. The first one here, you can see that we've been talking mostly about that one. It's really helps clean up the cellular damage as well. When I added it NRF1, this was focusing on increasing cellular energy, the ATP, improves cellular performance, increases mitochondria production, improves cellular efficiency. And then NAD is powerful. It increases your NAD production. So it's actually activating that, supports healthy longevity, supports autophagy. That's the cellular waste that we want to get rid of, improves mental focus and concentration, supports positive mood and motivation, and boosts mental and physical energy. So we know that all three of these, we call this a tri-synergizer, they upregulate each other by 1900%. So more powerful when taken together. And it's truly working at healing the whole cell. So we can see here another athlete. This is Anthony Robles. He is a NCAA wrestling champion. He went to ASU. And his story really is actually incredible. I was able to hear him speak at an event a couple of years ago, and he's been on our products from the get-go and just attests to that tri-synergizer that I just shared about. I have a friend who didn't want me to put her name on here, but she was a 44-year-old woman training for a marathon. And when she added in the NAD, she was only activated with it for 3 days. And she was really focusing on her pace and endurance. And she said her pace per mile was 1 minute faster than the prior week. Her, her fastest 10-mile time in 10 years. No soreness or delayed onset muscle. She had no muscle pain and like the prior week training, and she lost 4 pounds in 48 hours. So the NAD is much like when people do intermittent fasting, but you're not doing the fasting. So it's activating the sirtuins, and your sirtuins is what's responsible for the same effects that you would get for the fasting. So definitely a great product too. We're just going to talk a few about a couple of our other activators. So this is called our Healthy Glow Essential Stack. So you take this activated liquid collagen and our Protandim NRF2, and you make it. You make antioxidants and you make collagen. So we know that collagen is so important for many things. And this collagen actually activates, replenishes, and maintains your own body's collagen for skin and joint health. And we know as athletes, we are definitely working on skin and our connective tissues, our joints, ligaments, all that kinds of stuff. So both of these taken together synergistically work to reduce cellular stress. And they really work on healing these fibroblast cells. And fibroblast cells really are systemic. They're around a lot of your organs, tissues. And so getting your body back into balance and out of that fight and flight state. So we can see here, this is my daughter, Emma. She's a junior in high school. She is currently a nationally ranked sprinter. So we know that she's working really hard all the time and putting a lot of stress on her body. Since starting the collagen, she has noticed huge improvements with her muscle repair and recovery, tendon and ligament support, bone density. It's also great for gut health, skin and hair, of course. We have 10 different types of peptides in our collagen. So it really is working systemically. Like a lot of times when we think about collagen, we think about hair, nails, skin, that kind of thing. And it is great for that. And it's different peptides that really focus on these different parts of our body. So as athletes, this collagen is hydrolyzed. So it's broken down so that your body is going to actually absorb and utilize it. And it's in a liquid form. And so whatever your body is going to need the most, like if you're having issues with your knee or your hips, or like Wendy with her labrum, it's really going to focus on what your body needs the most. And the great thing is that obviously it's working internally, but we're seeing huge external benefits too. This is my friend Ben. You can see Ben. Ben is a farmer. He's into contracting. He's out in the sun a lot. He wears no sunscreen. Well, he was on our activated collagen for like 6 months, and he had taken this before a picture and never really thought about it. And he said to his wife, they were sitting at dinner, and was like, I think that collagen might be working. And she's like, well, let's take a picture. And lo and behold, in a 6 month time, this is a huge gain. So Ben's pretty happy, even though he's not the most vain person in the world, but I mean, you can see the difference. This is Betty. Oh my goodness, you guys. I wish I had a picture of Betty today because it's been much more than 5 months on this product. But this is Betty. She was activated prior to starting our activated collagen, but you can just see the transformation here in 5 months. So if people are already seeing these results on the outside, can you imagine what's happening on the inside? And that's what I love the most, is that we're really focusing on getting to the root cause of stuff. So here is something called Axio. And we know that as athletes, it's really easy to reach sometimes for those Gatorades and things that might be filled with some artificial stuff, sugar, chemically treated, artificial colors, that kind of thing. This is a much healthier alternative. It's called Axio, and you can replenish your electrolytes. We add this to coconut water because the coconut water has the electrolytes in it, but you're getting no artificial flavors, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial colors, no refined sugars, magnesium, B vitamins, quercetin, L-theanine, pine bark extract. And I definitely can tell you guys, this is going to give you a good, clean energy, good mental clarity, focus. I can't go a day without my Axio. We call this our brain food. Really good stuff. So just like our other products, you take Axio and you make brain messengers and energy. So it actually affects your neurotransmitters and puts you in a good mood, good energy, pre-workout drink, or even during. We love our Axio. So the last activator I'm going to talk about, because I just want to respect everyone's time here, is something we just launched this past October, and it's our Mind Body GLP-1 activating system. And we know there's a big buzz in the market right now with all these synthetics that are out there that are manipulating the GLP-1 hormone, and people are losing all this weight. Well, this is a natural way to activate that GLP-1 hormone, and it's not costing you any of the side effects, zero muscle loss, and it's helping people really with that mind gut connection. So you can see here, your relationship with food contributes to a lot of how you look and feel. So you can stop the toxic emotional eating and diet culture and take back control. There's less impulse, balance, weight loss. It has been just life-changing. Being someone that didn't need to lose a lot of weight, there are so many more benefits of GLP-1 that I was not aware of. This is a hormone that is produced in the gut. And sorry, my dog is barking at me to get out of the room, but sorry, it's a hormone produced in the gut that regulates appetite and blood sugar levels. It's produced in the lower GI tract and communicates with the brain. Promotes feelings of fullness, slows down rate at which food leaves the stomach. At proper levels, we are likely to overeat and cave to cravings. Genetics, aging, poor diet, and sedentary lifestyles lead to low GLP-1 levels. And this is actually increasing your own GLP-1 level by up to 140% on average. So there was a couple clinical studies that have been done now on this product. The average person loses 9 pounds in 8 weeks and 25 pounds in 12 weeks. 100%, like I said, who lost weight, they maintained 100% muscle, up to 27% reduction in visceral fat and 5% reduction in body fat. And this is also patent pending. A couple of great results that people found: 82% took back control of their relationship with food, 95% reduced sugar cravings, 96% chose smaller portions, 85% felt less hungry, 90% ate less at meals, and 85% now eat for health instead of emotions. I can honestly say, here's a picture here, and I'm here on the right. Um, Kind of getting like a little vulnerable here, but like I'm 40, I'm almost 46. So I've started to definitely hold on to weight more in my midsection, more in my thighs. Despite all the healthy habits and the exercise, it just would not let go. And I tell you, 1 month after starting GLP-1, you can see this is October 13th and then it's November 12th. So it was 1 month. I had a noticeable difference in inches lost in my thighs and my waist. I have better lean muscle mass, and I have a very busy brain. And the best thing I can describe is my brain feels calm. I'm sleeping better than I've ever slept. My hormone, since being activated, that GLP-1 hormone, it's definitely just calmed down this ADHD type mind that I have. So I'm grateful for those benefits, honestly. I haven't lost like a ton of pounds, but definitely my body composition has changed. And I don't have those cravings or the emotional tendency that I tend to get with eating as far as stress and emotional components. So this is my friend Tammy, you guys. This is another trainer. She is 60 years old, which is so hard to believe. You can see here that this is only a 3-week change since starting the GLP-1 system. She shared that she's been in the fitness industry for 33 years. She's done several bodybuilding competitions. And she knows that keeping her body percent fat low is not good for her overall health. So she loves that she's found an all natural, healthy way for wellness, and that it's backed by science. She's just noticed a huge shift in her lean body mass and the sublingual fat, the fat between your skin and your muscle, has gotten better. If I own a smart scale as well, and all those numbers have really improved as far as visceral fat goes and that kind of thing. So, Tammy rocks. She still teaches 14 fitness classes a week, and I definitely hope that I age just as well as Tammy. This is Brandon here. Brandon is an avid cycler. This was him after 30 days. He's just noticed with his heart rate has really shifted. So those cardioprotective measurements have been really beneficial for him as well. So we have a catalog of products. We cover everything from immune support to gut support, skincare, all clean, all natural, and really help to get to the root of the issues that you're having. Just to recap a little bit about how this helps our athletes, it definitely, if you're taking the NRF2, obviously we said reduces the oxidative stress, combating the effects of aging and environmental exposures, repairs and rejuvenates cells to promote faster recovery, boost performance by increasing cell energy, your ATP, improves mental endurance and acuity, concentration, and memory retention, enhances those neurotransmitters functions in the brain's resilient to stress, supports healthy vision and overall brain health, aids your metabolism, improves nutrient assimilation, helps support gut integrity and balance of microbiome, and all these great things, you guys. So I'm going to shift a little bit. Like most of you I know are on here to learn about the science about our products, but I just want to share a little bit about the business and why Wendy and I share like we do. We started this is kind of where we started. So award-winning scientists discovered the SOD molecule in the 1960s, and he devoted his career to fighting the effects of free radical damage, oxidative stress, and aging. So Protandim NRF2 was born and launched the market in 2003. And then I told you the investigative report on ABC Primetime in 2005 led to a flurry of media attention. And it flew, like they couldn't even keep up with the orders. Because we used to be on like the shelves of GNC, like it was in the big kind of our big box stores. But after the media calmed down, the excitement went away. It sat on the shelves because nobody knew what it did. Like if you walked into GNC, someone would be like, "Oh, that's like a sleep aid, or that helps you with," um, who knows what they would say. So they switched from the retails to direct sales and put it in the hands of people like myself and Wendy so that we could share the story like we are today. It's so important not to share. So they shifted, and that's when they went into the direct sales space. We're a publicly traded company, so fully transparent on the NASDAQ. Universities and prestigious medical centers began self-funding research on Protandim NRF2 that I shared with on PubMed earlier too. We have an amazing corporate team, our visionary leadership. We're financially transparent. We just actually rang the bell on the NASDAQ actually 2 times in the past couple of years, which is really exciting. We've been featured in Newsweek and Forbes, and we have an amazing legacy program that gives back to communities all around the world, which I just love to be a part of. Really, the heart and integrity of everyone that joins is to want to share and help people, either with their health or creating a different income stream as well. So the company activation and transparency. So a little bit more about behind our brand. I said we've been publicly traded with over 20 years of product manufacturing experiencing and well over 2 billion products sold. We're solid and stable, over 200 million a year in revenue. We're debt free and less than 70,000 distributors worldwide. So we're still small and growing. And in this space of biohacking right now, it is like the new buzz. So it's a really fun to be a part of. We have a great evolved compensation plan that works for all types of consultants, people like myself who just came in honestly to try to get the products for myself and my family paid for. And it's become a passion of mine. I'm an educator by trade. I just started sharing. People are seeing how good I felt, and it's all evolved from there. So we have amazing teams, people that support you. We know that our products are one of a kind. They don't supplement, they actually activate. And we are the only proven solution in the world to a problem every human and animal have, which is oxidative stress. You can see here highlighted, there's different ranks in our company. We always say you get in where you fit in. Some people just do this to get the first their products paid for. Some people are looking to replace their full-time incomes. There's a place at our company for everyone. I personally, being a mom, a busy mom, a health coach, I love the flexibility. I love that it's given me my time back to be able to be with my kids when I want. It's given me another stream of income to be able to step away from teaching now and focus solely on my passion and wanting to help others with their health. So I love that. I can work from anywhere. And like I said, it's great to be connected with people like Wendy and others in our company that are just as great as she is. So we have low entry costs, social sharing, personal online store, daily bonus and travel, and that much more. If you're interested in learning more about the business side, please don't hesitate to reach out to Wendy and she'll get you some information. So where do you go from here? So if you need more information, you know who to ask. Wendy is a great source, and I'm happy to connect with anyone on here tonight. You could become a customer. We would love that. We'd love to get this in your bodies to get activated so you can be the best athlete you can be. Up your performance and recovery. We have a great customer service program, and we have a 30-day money back guarantee as well. So that's really, it's kind of a no-brainer there. If it's not for you, that's fine. It might be someone that you know is struggling. We love referrals, people that we can help. Please connect us with them too. And if you think this might be something that you'd like to be a part of, a movement to help others, we'd love to share and get you the information to learn more about that as well. So I went a little over on time, so I'm going to stop here. But I know there's a small group of us on, and I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. I know that was a lot of information. If you have any questions, you can feel free to unmute, or we just appreciate you hopping on, and you can feel free to hop off whenever you like. Did I forget anything, Wendy?
No, I don't think so. It's good. Thank you.
Um,
Liz, do you know Nicole Melkowski?
I feel like I do know that name.
She was the first F-16 Thunderbirds pilot. She has Lyme disease.
Oh, really? Do you know her personally?
Sort of. She lives just north of Colorado Springs in Monument, but she's a professional speaker. She does a lot of speaking engagements, and she's also part of, I don't know the like official title of like the Lyme Disease Foundation.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
probably iLads. There's so many different organizations I'm a part of. Can you say her name again?
Nicole Malachowski.
Okay, I'll look her up. I have heard her name before. Yeah, I know you guys I know some of you, not everyone's in Colorado, but the whole Lyme disease thing. I mean, like I said, I wish I've done actually just Zoom calls on Lyme and recovery and our journey because I shared a snippet, but there's just nothing to even compare it to. I would never wish it upon my worst enemy, but through that, I really have seen how God has worked and I've been connected to so many people now in the community to be able to like help and inspire and coach along the way. So yeah, a little bit of a purpose from that pain.
Mhm.
But yeah, she was at survival school and got bit by a tick, and then it was like years later that she started getting the symptoms of Lyme disease.
Mhm.
I know it's crazy. And
Mhm.
actually kind of the same thing. It was a wilderness, it was through Young Life. So it was like a wilderness survival camp. We
Mhm.
hiked and backpacked through Creed, Colorado, that mountain range for
Mhm.
7 days and slept on the ground and under flies. And
Mhm.
yeah, like I said, not one doctor, 52 doctors never checked for Lyme. It mirrors like so many different things. They thought I had MS, lupus, every autoimmune disease, in and out of specialists. They put me on so many pharmaceuticals just to mask the pain, the anxiety, couldn't sleep. Um, yeah, I will never go backwards again. And like I said, this has been a huge tool in our tool belt to help keep our cells healthy and our systems. And that's why I share.
Mhm.
I appreciate you guys getting on. Is Laura the one who's going to go kick some butt with you, Wendy?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch
Good.
Wendy kick butt. I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, we're going to I told her we're going to Cheyenne and we're doing that competition in a couple of weeks. No.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Wendy's helped me out a lot. She's great.
Have you done one before, Laura?
No, this is my first competition ever, and so to be doing a strongman competition is a little ridiculous, but it's all about the experience.
Oh yeah. Hey, Wendy and I were talking earlier. That's I said it. I go to some of these classes now and there's women half my age and I'm just like, I love that I'm able to do it. So it's like you bring it and it's like it's an accomplishment itself just to sign up, you guys. So you're gonna do great.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
Yeah. Me too.
Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Oh yeah, thank you for your time, you guys. Sorry, I put a new slide deck together for the athlete stuff, and I like to give you like 30 minutes, but it just went a little longer than anticipated. So I appreciate your time too.
Oh no, it was interesting. I'll harass Wendy about it more later.
Sounds
Yeah.
all right. Well, you guys have a good night. It's like 10:18 here in Michigan. So,
Oh
Thank you,
no.
Liz, for doing this. Thank you.
oh, it was a pleasure. It was great meeting you ladies. You guys have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay,
Thank you,
take care.
Good
guys.
night.
Okay, bye, Wendy.